Everybody, welcome back to Cids Modded Life, episode 84 with me, Cid, and I'm just over here getting a few supplies for roots. We're going to head over to, let's go via the farm actually, I think. Well, this seems to be a much more, let's get rid of you, that's not, we need to turn that back on actually. But for now, we'll be good. We'll be fine and dandy. So the root stuff, I just wanted to make the last suit of armor actually, and I also want to see if that growth crystal pylon pillar thing will help with the nether wart, because obviously the bees aren't. And we could use, I mean, these agricarnations, there's many ways of getting this going. But before we do that, let's have a look at these things. So, I've got, for the most part, everything we need to make the defender armor. Did I not bring diamonds? I bet I've not brought diamonds, you know. I bet I've not brought diamonds. I've not brought diamonds. Okay. Preparation. The key to a good episode. Back in a mo. Look, the key to a good episode. Yeah, I had some in my blocks bag. So there you go. Right, let's get this show on the road. Have I got... No, I need bark. So, I'm probably never going to use this armor. I just want to make it, so we've got it in the vault and it's done. But the armor itself is fairly straightforward. It is a diamond, an iron thing, and some oak planks. Bang. So we're going to have a diamond, whatever that is, a helmet, and an oak plank. So those will go on there, and then in the actual 2 bark, wheat and oak. Okay. 1, 2, wheat and an oak sapling. We can swap out those. Get those going and let's get these making. So yeah, this, as I say, this is just me being curious about the various options. So we got the helmet. Let's now do the... Oops, hang on. No, that's not what I wanted to do. We need to shift right click. Get these incensers used while we can. And I still love this as a mechanic, you know. I think this is great. Okay, we've got the leggings with a diamond and some of that, and bang. There's a pig spinning round over there. I'm just looking at it and oh, he stopped spinning. He stopped spinning now. That's good. Anyway, yeah, so we'll get this last one done, and that will give us another suit of armor. And that's all the armor and the... I think that's all the equipment done from roots. So certainly things. Now, this armor is a bit of an oddball because when I upgrade to roots 2, this stuff isn't in it. Oh my god, that is actually quite terrifying. It's not quite as good as diamond, but obviously it does regenerate, so okay, that's fine. Oops, hang on, give me that. Right, let's do all of these back and they can go in the vault in a little while. Right, now we've got, I've also brought, oops, hang on, let me get this. I've brought over this box here. Now this box here is, I mentioned bringing some storage over. This is pretty much a bit of everything necessary for roots. Not quite everything, there's still stuff in here. But we want to make the tablet, which is there. Not the tablet, the energized stones. So we need one of those, and a piece of glowstone. Okay. One of those, and a piece of glowstone. Let us go and place that in the altar. I think we probably also need to yeah, that's gone. All right. So one of those, and that. And then we need, I wish this would keep your position. Verdant sprig, infernal bulb, wheat and birch. Okay, let's go and grab those. That's our incensers. Verdant sprig, infernal bulb, a wheat, and a birch, I think I said, didn't I? Right, let's get this one going. So we've got a wheat, we've got a verdant sprig, we've got an infernal bulb, and we have got a... I'm going to double check that birch. Whoa, hang on back. Oh, crap. No, that's accelerator. Hang on. Birch, that's fine. And then we shall get these going, and let's get that made. And then I think for a while we're going to take a step back from roots now, because I want to start thinking about two things, two jobs. One is the, hang on, let me just leave some of this stuff behind, because this is all roots ingredient-y things. That's not roots ingredient. That is, and that is, and that is, and we'll leave the diamonds as well, actually, if I've got a spot they'll fit. I have. The bark knife probably should stay. Let's have a look. What can we take out? Leave the... Excellent. Right. So I think we're going to have to seriously contemplate and consider taking out the dragon. We're pretty well. I mean, we've got a good bow. We've got a good armor for the most part. I'd like to. That's protection 4. That's 5 protection. That's protection. I think that one is. Oh, they're actually all protection. That's fine. So they're maxed out. There's a few other tricks and things that might be useful and effective going forward. In you know, taking out the Ender Dragon. So those are things that we will probably want to have a look at. Right, now what I would like to do is I'd like to take you out, and I'd like to oh dear, that's not what we wanted to do. Doesn't matter. And then I'm going to try this if I can. Does that need anything? Hang on. Energized stones, standing stones, blah blah blah. However, using the innate power with infernal and the regenerative effect of a ritual, you have created standing stones that will perform a simple purpose in the area surrounding them, only requiring redstone power to activate. Okay. Now things become apparent. Have I got any redstone on me? I probably haven't. Probably. Oh, there we go. That will do the trick. Right, so if I come in here and place that, I don't know what range these have, but it's a pretty cool effect. Well, let's harvest all of this, shall we? And then get a feel for, try and get a feel for how fast it grows back. Because we need to get more of these anyway. And it's a 1 in 20. Oops, I didn't really want to do it. I suppose it doesn't really matter. We'll never lose. Right, hang on then. Oh, this stuff is so painful to work with. Soul sand, everybody's favourite. That's what we need. We need an enchant that allows you to move unimpeded. Free movement enchantment or something on soul sand. That would be a good addition if anybody's listening. Okay, so we'll get all of this in now. It does, true, with the red it actually nicely blends in as well, doesn't it? It seems to be, well, that's working anyway. We got a whole one. Wow. We are so fortunate. Alright, well, we'll pop that back. Oh, this I also want to, if I can, get that nicely lit. I do like that. That's a nice little pillar effect thing. We also will put that and that and that away, and that and the soul sand. And that can go in there actually for now. Right, well, it's hard to tell if that is having an effect. We know the bees didn't, so it's not a biggie. And we also want to turn you back on, because yeah, that's my free stuff source. Right. What we should probably do is have a quick snooze, and then we shall go and pop this in the vault, and we can get moving on to the next thing. So be back in a mo. All right. I'll just open that one for some reason, but no, this is defender armor. I killed a knight. One of the. Oh wow, that is an evil-looking helmet. That is almost straight out of some of the classic British folklore. That really does look like a kind of a Wicker Man, you know, evil beastie thing. Now, I don't think Roots has got anything else. We've only got the sword. Obviously, we can do the staves. There's a Spellweaver lance, which sounds interesting. Projectile staves and all sorts of interesting additional things going on up here. But in terms of pure equipment, I think we are pretty much done. So what we should probably do actually is take those out because we're necessary, but we have got that now. I am after getting a full set of chain in repaired state, which is why I do like it when we see those the knights from Enderzoo, because they often drop chain, especially when I hit them with the looting thing. In fact, let me get rid of that. But the problem with the Ender Dragon, well, there are always multiple problems with the Ender Dragon. Right, let's have a look. I'm still missing the pants. Right, that plus that will get nicely set, because it's not just good enough to get chainmail. We actually need to repair the chainmail. So yeah, we need to come up with techniques to enable us to survive the Ender Dragon fight better. Now, hopefully it shouldn't be too bad, but the new Ender Dragon fight is that little bit more tricky. And there are a number of items. So for example, the air charm. Now we have an air charm. So if we come out of here and go into our thing, there's our air charm. Now the Ender Dragon, the new Ender Dragon, will sit there and catapult you into the air. So you'll be fighting away, and next thing you get bang and bang. But with this, we can walk on air. So if it does catapult us, we can quite easily get back down again. So the air charm is an absolute must. I'm very tempted, you know, actually, to get rid of all of this. This stuff here really does need to just go and get into the system. It doesn't need to be here anymore. That's a legacy from when we actually had to carry food around more than the epic bacon, which reminds me, we should actually make some epic bacon because we're a bit low. Or just take that and then we can make a little bit more, perhaps, like that. That's lovely, thank you. I need to cook some more pork chops, but we got a reasonable number of those. Right, back to our cyclic, because cyclic has got some very handy tools for this kind of thing. So what have we got at the moment? We've got Dungeon Finder, useless to us, because it's spawner. Corrupted Chorus, not particularly useful. Automatic torch placement, not particularly useful. The climbing glove we've got already on us, or we should have. None of this is going to be overly useful to us, and the potions, resistance might be fairly useful, but for the most part, probably not. Now, you've got various other bits and pieces in there. I'm just having a look. So we've covered the thing now. Saves you from falling into the void. How does that work? I'm going to have to check that one up, because that one potentially could be incredibly useful. Wing Charm gives slow fall. That's again another one that was handy. We've got one of those. Spawn detector, not particularly useful. That was the Hoofer. Fireballs, not overly useful. Ender Orb. Most of this not vastly useful in this instance. Ender Torch, again, not overly useful. There are some other bits. I'm just trying to find the relevant sections. Rod of Elevation could be useful, possibly, but again, maybe not. That one I am very interested in. I think that could potentially be very, very powerful in an Ender fight. We've got a 3x3 mining. I never even knew that was in Ender cyclic. We got the hearts, we've done all of that, we've got all of you, we've got the fire charm, sailor charm is not going to be overly useful, we've got the water charm, no, speed, possibly, antidote, not really, and then you've got the water storage, and I think pretty much most of what we got there is reasonably, things. Now we could go with that safe dynamite. We can always make that stuff. We can make quite a bit of that one, and it's pretty handy. We could that might come in handy. We'll put you in there. So let me just have a little think, and I'll be back with you in a moment. All right. This is probably going to be a slightly shorter episode than normal because I've got some plans, but we are going to make the Void Charm. First things first, let's get this thing made. Why would I want a Void Charm? Well, I have done my research, and the Void Charm, if you fall into the void below -30 in the void, it immediately teleports you to 256 above the void, above the thing. So you get basically another lick of the lolly. You get a chance of going again. So yeah, I think that is a definite item. Now, there is another item I would like. If I can find, there we go, this one, the tectonic girdle. We may actually have everything on us. Was it fire and earth? I think it was said. Let's have a look. Fire, tectonic girdle. Fire, earth, some leather, and yeah, we just need the leather and we'll be fine. So, tectonic girdle. It will have to replace this, but that's not something you would want in a dragon fight anyway. But this basically negates all knockback. So if the dragon does hit us, that should actually stop the dragon knocking us back at all, which could be potentially useful. Now, if I just go back in here, there should be here the rod of elevation. Now that is a given. If we can use that, we can use that to get up onto the top of the pillars. And there was another thing I wanted, which was going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think one of those, if I remember rightly. I may not. Yep, greater fairy ring. And what this will do at the cost of some mana is, let me just go and see if I can find someone to give me a love tap. It can summon fairies. When you take damage, it will summon fairies and they will attack your attacker. I think that's probably the right way to say it. Attacking your attacker. Now, any little bit of help we can get with the old wagon is always going to be useful, because I just want to say, I'm not seeing anything. Damn it. Damn it. There's nothing here to give me a love tap. Yeah, so that will definitely come in useful. Obviously we've got a shield, we've got a decent bow, we've got the sword, so I think we're pretty well equipped. The only other thing we may want to think about is some potions. And I did mention the idea that we would put a potion brewing shack out at the roots area. It kind of, you know, blends in to the I suppose the purpose of the area, really. Now if you have a look at potions, we have got, obviously we've got all the usual ones, all invisibility, we've got leaping, we've got fire resistance, we've got swiftness going on there, slowness, water breathing, healing might be useful, regen possibly could be a useful thing, weakness, decay, not so much, rising, floating too. See, there's that's gonna happen. What is your owl egg? Okay, I've got no idea. Well, I do know how to get that. Obviously we need an owl. And then there are a few from Cyclic which have got, like the resistance potion is made with a viscous, so you use coke, awkward. So we have got a number of potions we could use. However, there is another option. We can go Britannia route. If we just come out of here, don't think we've got anything particularly else useful in this. I've often thought about using these chakram actually, and I know Baski's talking about removing them in later versions, so that might be something we'd want to do, but that's not what we're here for. We are going to have a look at, I'm just trying to find it, natural, no, that's not what we wanted. Botanical brewery, there we go. So the botanical brewery is the Britannia version of a potion brewing, and you can make your mana glass vial, and you can make the bigger ones as well. And you've got Fleet Feet. We will need some of these anyway. Vigor, which will give us a Strength 2 effect. Adrenaline, Haste 2, Mending, is healing, basically. And these are probably the better ones to go with, because Potion of Leaping is not going to be open. Regen, definitely. Now, I'm not sure whether you're better off with Regen or Regen 2. Resistance 2 could be useful. Not really useful. Water Breathing, Absorption could be a useful one as well. So maybe that is something we should look at. Let us go and start with the potions. Right, what have we actually got in there? Haste, health boost. Ooh. I've got 3 of those. Let's just have a look. That, wow. That is pretty good, actually. Okay. However, I wanted a potion stand. That's what I actually wanted to make. It's not a potion stand. It's a brewing stand. Let's get the right name. We want one of those. I want a block of mana steel. Have I got that? Not on me, but I probably. Oh, I suppose we should eat this. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to need some living rock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we need a rune of mana, which I don't think we've got. No, we haven't. Okay, not a problem. We can fix that with a little bit of Britannia ring. We need to be doing this over here anyway, but let's have a look. What have we got? What have we got in here? Runes of fire. Now, if I want a rune of mana, it is. Let me just double check. There is. Probably would have been quicker just to type in mana, because of course there's carpet in that particular one. Okay, let's have a mana root. Okay, mana steel and a mana pearl. Damn it. Mana steel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a mana pearl, and of course a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, mana pearl, and one of those. Oh, that's yeah. The other thing we need is the sand, don't we? We need to set this off with the clock. And that will make us the mana rune of mana, which should be relatively fast. And we should get that back. I really should process a whole load of these runes, because I never have the rune I want when I come to do something like this. But oh well, we can't have it. So that has actually gone up to. That's given me. I've got 60 health with that potion of health boost. It's going to wear off in a moment. Okay, we got that. Got that. We got that. Oh, just bear with me a second. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, so we've got Botanical Brewery. That's the beastie we need. We are going to need a mana spreader. I'm going to go with just a bog standard one for a moment, for the time being, and we shall. Well, we can just set this up very quickly like this, just to be. Just for the time being, until we've got a proper placement for it. Right, so we need to get some. Oh, that's the wrong manual. We need to get the. See, these ones are various things. So these are. positive and negative effects, and then you'll see brood will regen HP whenever they slay another creature. So yeah, not useful to us right now. Feather feet, fall damage, vanity's emptiness. These blah blah. Oh, a bloodthirst around it will 64 mobs will be allowed to spawn regardless of light. That's not particularly useful. That's fishing. Absolution is basically potion effects, so they're not overly things. But if we get some of this going and get a little bit of the things, we can get the Alf Glass vials. So we've got that one in the bag, quite literally. And then we need to decide what brews we want, and I think we should go with Strength 2, which is Netherwort, Blaze Powder and Glowstone, which I haven't of course got with me. This is the fun bit. So let's just get one done. Just if you've not seen these before, then you know, if we go with that, we can't do that. Adrenaline is not going to be overly useful. Healing, we're not going to have a leaping, yeah, regen, no. Restoration is, you think? No, the one I was actually resistance, iron, leather, and you know what? I haven't got half of this stuff over here, have I? No iron here, of course we haven't. I have got Netherwort, would definitely want some of that. Glowstone was one of the things we wanted. Iron and tell you, bloody typical when you want something you haven't got it on you. Oh, I say I haven't got it on me. I probably haven't got it on me. Let me put that one out of the way. Let's have a look in the loot bag. Nope. Blocks bag will have probably, maybe not. I was thinking it might have had some iron in it, but I don't think. I think that's the one thing we didn't bring. I'm going to have to go and grab some bits and pieces, I think. Let me just pull a few bits together and we'll back in a mo. All right, we're back, and we are going to start off with. That's okay. That's interesting. Maybe we need to put the flask on first. It's a while since I've done this one again, so Netherwort, that, and a glowstone, isn't it? I think. I don't know whether we can. Here we go. That should be strength. So we're going to get another flask and pop that on. We'll get another Netherwort. We shall do a thingy and a potato, because why wouldn't you? I still to this day think Britannia is one of the most amazing mods, just for the sheer scope and versatility of all the items and blocks in it. We'll probably end up making the Globetrotters or the speed sash. Let's not beat around the bush. It's a speed sash. Now I'm going to take you. I'm going to take a potato, and I'm going to take a golden apple, and that will make us another one, and then we've got 2 more potions left, and that should give us a whole host of options. So hopefully we've negated the knockback, we've given ourselves the ability to get around and maneuver quickly and do all the various bits and pieces. We've given ourselves the ability to get an awful lot of hit points, and I've said it before and I've said it again, but half of the key to any boss fight in Minecraft is preparation, and it doesn't matter whether it's a modded or a unmodded boss. The key is still preparation resistance, and this one should be regen. And then we've got one left for something else, and I don't know. We may not even use it. So that gives us a whole bunch of options. Wow, that is going at a rate of knots, isn't it, really? Where did you go? And there you go. Regen 2, resistance, absorption, healing. We've got all sorts of options there. I wanted to check this backpack. Did I? I've got soulbound. We've got quivered. See, that could come off. Let me just head very quickly back to the ranch. Because we've got... Well, I've got this 35. So if I were to go obsidian leather now, just put, say, make another 10 of those. Wow, I'm not sure how big this thing can go. I'm guessing maybe another 8. Let's try another 8. Make it 9. So that's the maximum double chest size. Okay. Now the other thing I wanted, because we got soulbound, expand, pick up. Picks up upgraded if they're already at least in it once. Yeah, not really. No. Allows you to put other backpacks in the upgraded backpack. Yeah, no. No, not bothered. I don't know whether this quivered, you see, is kind of pointless. Now, ender chest might be worthwhile. Let's go and make another one of those. Make me... Hang on, we need to make... Where are you gone? Make me one of those, and then that should allow me to go and make one of those. And then if we go into our backpack again, we take out the quivered because we're not using it, and we put the... And that gives us access to our ender chest from the same tool. Excellent. I think that's probably more than enough. Yeah, so we've got this, we've got a whole host of things. I'm not sure whether there's anything else, but the next episode we're going to be trying to find the fortress, which will be fun. They are always fun to find, and until then, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.